Vanakkam, Vaalka Valamudan. God bless you all, my dear children. I think you would have watched my earlier videos now. See, what are the things we are going to do now? Rationalize the denominator. What it means? Rationalize the denominator. That means what? The denominator is with irrational number. So you watch through the video fully. What are the simple techniques and tips we are going to make use of? That is only the thinking, how we are thinking differently to make it rationalized. Okay, so we should not learn or we should not know the maths without knowing anything. Simply you have to do multiply with the numerator and denominator. That not like that. We are going to do why we are doing it, what purpose we are making use of it. That is only the basic concept of learning mathematics. These basic concept of learning mathematics will be helpful for you when you go for a competitive exams or entrance exam or whatever it is, when you go for higher classes also. Without knowing the basic concept, if you just simply the sums, if it comes like that, you have to do by numerator denominator. If you learn in that way, it will never help you when you go for the higher classes. So let us know why we are doing, what for do we are doing, how we are doing it. Okay, see what is the question now? Just think the question first. Rationalize the denominator. What it means? The denominators are in irrational number. We must make it as a rational number. Rational number means what? It must be a whole number or any decimal point with a terminated one, isn't it? Now we have to make it as a whole number only, because they have given you the root number which is irrational. We have to make it as a whole number. See, I told you one technique. What? If you can split any number into square root means 2 times. That is, if it is 10, the 10 is equal to root 10 into root 10. So let me write and tell you 10 can be write as root 10 into root 10. And this 10 also can be write as cube root of 10 into cube root of 10 into cube root of 10. Because if it is cube root, you can split it into 3 times. Okay, if the same 10 can be wanted to be split out with the 4th root, it must be 4th root of 10 into 4th root of 10 into 4th root of 10 into 4th root of 10. Can you all understand the basic concept, children? Since because it is square root, I can split it into 2 times. If it is a cube root, you can split it like that in 3 times. You can, if it is 4th root, you can split it as 4 times. Not only 10, if it is 100, if it is 1000, if it is 125 or 126 or 546, whatever may be, even if it is a crore also, even if it is a lakh also, you can follow this type of rule when you want to split it in the root numbers. So I think it will be very clear way of thinking, and why we are doing it, we are knowing it. Okay. Now, so 10 can be written as root 10 into root 10. Yes or no? So, when you multiply this to, this become whole number. The same way, when I want to convert this root 7 into whole number 7, what should I do now? I must multiply this root 7 by one more root 7, then it will become 7 only, no? So, I wanted to do now 1 by root 7. So, I wanted to multiply by root 7, then it will become 7. Okay. But both are the same? No. This is 1 by root 7, this is 1 by 7. How can you multiply only the denominator? So that only we have to multiply even the numerator. So without changing the value, in the fraction video I would have told you, you can convert a denominator of any fraction in the multiples of any other fractions without changing the value. How? By multiplying numerator denominator by the same number, whether multiplying or dividing. The same principle is followed here. So if I wanted to convert this root 7 into only 7, so I need to multiply the denominator also and also the numerator also root 7. So this will become root 7. This 7, root 7 into root 7, what? Only 7. See, now our answer is root 7 by 7. So we have rationalized the denominator now. Yes or no? I think it is very clear for you. Now, what are all the things we are going to follow? We have done exercise 1.5, second one, simplification. Now, there we have done root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 plus root 2. What has become? It has become a whole number. Yes or no? So, for this also we have got the answer as 6. This is the earlier video problem. That is in your exercise 1.5, second 3. What can you understand from this? Okay, so it's simple. So if the opposite sign of this number has come, then this will become a whole number, even though two numbers are separated by. If one bracket is separated by minus, if you multiply that by plus, then it will become whole number with the same number only. That is, we used to say that it is a conjugate in the higher classes. Okay, inverse, like that we used to say that. The same way you can understand. Here it is plus 3 plus root 3. The same 3 plus root 3. When you do multiply by 3 minus root 3, then also you will be getting the whole number. Can you understand now? Then why we are doing multiplying this with the opposite sign? Since because we have seen the examples in the exercise 1.5 in the third problem and second problem. The same method only we are going to apply for this sum also. What is given here? Root 5 plus root 2. So what are the things you must multiply by? Both numerator and denominator. What the thing you have to multiply? Is the same number with the opposite sign. So we have to multiply this 1 by root 5 plus root 2 into both numerator and the denominator by the opposite sign. So root 5 minus root 2. Can you understand now? Just have a bracket over here. Then only you will not get any confusion. Okay. So just to avoid the confusion, let us have a bracket over there. Is it clear for you, my dear children? So root 5 plus root 2. So that is the opposite sign for us. This is minus. Why we are doing it means we are making use of the formula a square minus b square. In that way, this will become a whole number. Then the denominator will become a whole number now. Yes. So now see, root 5 minus root 2, you have to write simply as it is in the numerator. Here this is a, this is b. This is a, this is b. So you can simply write in a rough column a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. That formula I am applying now. According to this formula, what is a? Root 5 the whole square. What is b? Root 2 the whole square. What the sign is separated? Minus. So root 2 the whole square. What will be your next step? Root 5 minus root 2. Division is 5 minus 2. What is 5 minus 2? Root 5 minus root 2. 5 minus 2 is what? Simply 3. So now our denominator is rationalized. That has become a whole number. The same way only here. Shall we do it this now? See, 1 by root 7 minus root 6 is multiply both numerator by denominator with the opposite sign. So root 7 plus root 6. So now see now root 7 plus root 6 as it is will be like that. Here this is a, this is b. So root 7 the whole square minus root 6 the whole square, which is nothing but root 7 plus root 6. As I told you, root 7 is nothing but only 7. Root 6 is nothing but only 6. So 7 minus 6 is what? 1. So if you do it as 1, then nothing will be in the denominator. It is only root 7 plus root 6 alone. Because 1 will be coming, no need of writing 1 also. Now, very simple. You have to write the conjugate, that is the opposite side for this. So 1 by root 7 minus 2 into both numerator and denominator must be multiplied by with the opposite sign at the center. Okay. So plus 2. I think this is very clear for you now. Okay. Let me multiply. This is 1 only. So this root 7 plus 2 will be coming at the numerator. At the denominator, this is a, this is b. So you have to write it in the rough column. A square minus b square, or a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. We are making use of this formula over here. So here a is nothing but root 7 the whole square minus 2 the whole square. Okay. Now see what will be your answer now. Root 7 plus 2, it will be coming as it is. Here root 7 the whole square. Now you can easily say no immediately. Root 7 the whole square is nothing but only 7. 2 square is what? It is 4. So 7 minus 4. So root 7 plus 2 by 3. Yes or no? So I think this Roman letter 5 is very clear for you. Then we'll pass on to the next chapter in the next video. Okay children? Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. If you want this in Tamil also, please comment in your comment box. I will start taking the Tamil version also for the other chapters and all. Or else I will continue with the English version if you are very clear with that. No, if I wanted to know it in my mother tongue, then it will be very clear for me. If you think in that way, please comment it. Then I will take the Tamil version also. Then it will be very easy for you to understand to the depth of your knowledge. Okay. Thank you, my dear.